Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what equipment I carry in my bushcraft bag. So I do get a lot of questions as a female on what sort of stuff that I carry both for bushcraft and for hiking. So I thought, as I've already done a video on this for what I normally take on hikes with me, I would do what I just carry on the daily when I go out and do a bit of bushcrafting. This isn't an overnight bag, this is just a day bag and what I would take with me. It also could count as a sort of bug out bag because it's got everything that you kind of want if you just wanted to pick up a bag, apart from overnight gear, I'd say. That could be another topic for another time. Unfortunately, my audio went in these next couple clips. So this is my bag that I carry everything in bushcrafty. It is just a standard army issue bag. It's not too big and it's a decent size to carry everything I need for just a day pack. It's got the internal storage as well as the two side pockets and the hood of the bag for storing little bits and bobs. I like the separate compartments as it's easier to access different things. Right, so now I'm going to open the bag and talk about the contents that I'm carrying with me. Here are all the items that are in one of the side pouches that I will go through now. The first thing I want to cover is the small Ramirez Granville's Brooks hatchet that I carry. This is a small light axe which can be easily carried in my side pouch. This is a real robust piece of kit and it's really versatile, from making kindling, chopping wood, building a shelter, fire lighting and various other jobs. It also comes with this lovely sheath for storing. I've had this hatchet for a few years now and it's lasted me so well and done a lot of various jobs. I want to thank the lovely subscriber who got it for me, as it's something that I'll have for a lifetime or even longer if I look after it. But a small axe is definitely a must in your bushcraft essentials kit. I could bring a bigger one, but I chose to keep it small and light with this smaller pack. Next is the Castron Safari knife. This little game processing knife was designed by Alan Wood and it is absolutely lovely. It is a neck knife that can also be doubled up with a little sheath if you wanted it on your belt kit. This was designed for prepping small game as well as little kitchen duties for cutting vegetables, as it's designed with a hollow grind. This is stainless steel, so when you are outside using it a lot it's not going to rust. And it comes with a G10 laminate handle instead of the usual wooden ones. And I like that it comes with a Kydex sheath for wearing around your neck for easy access. The next tool I carry was kindly given to me by Michael Cashler and I still use it. Thank you so much for sending me this gift. It is a Auga and this is perfect for this time of year. If you didn't know, it is indeed birch tapping season. I'm not sure when this video is going to go on, but it is birch tapping season right now filming this. I've had loads and it's really beneficial for you. I've done videos on it before. As well, it's great for building things such as making dowels. If you wanted to join two bits of wood, you can do it with an auger. If you wanted to make a table or a chair, it comes in this lovely leather sheath and you can put that on your belt. With all this, a lot of it you can put it on a belt kit as well, which is really cool. And it will save room in your bag. And then the next blade that I carry is the Castron number 10 forest knife, and with that it's got a built-in ferro rod on the side of the sheath. So this is a full tang blade. It is carbon steel, I think, and it is a really great knife, and the ergonomics of the handle are really great on the Castron knives and I really like that about them. The two brands I really rate and that I've used a lot are the Castron and the TBS knives. This also has a 90-degree spine for using the ferro rod on here. It's just an all-round really great bushcraft knife and I think this is my go-to one. I've also done a video on bushcraft knives. If you're interested, then have a look-see. or comment what knife you like to use. I'd be interested in hearing what your go-to knife is. And then when it comes to when you're outside, you definitely need to keep on top of knife maintenance and sharpening them. So I like to carry a compact DC4 sharpening stone, and it's got the two sides on it, so the sharpener and this acts as a bit of a strop this side. Talking of strops, I kind of made my own homemade one, literally with just 2 bits of leather onto a piece of wood, but that is proper bodge job, but it does the trick. It works well for me. As well, I carry a Silky Saw, which is the Super SL21 saw, and this is really compact. As you can see, it folds in half and folds away really small, but it also does a lot of really good jobs. You get different blades for these for cutting different wood, so whether it's green or quite hard woods. I like how you can also put the saw into different positions when you're cutting different things. Next, I've got a little leather foraging pouch that I made, and this can also fit onto a belt kit, but it's literally just a bag inside there if you wanted to collect things like birch bark, or if you were into foraging things, then you can put it in there. I think it was last summer I put loads of raspberries in there and put them on pancakes, so it is really great and it gives you free hands. Then you probably saw this little tin, and I was gifted this as well. So many lovely people out there gifting me things, but this is really cool and I'd love to use it and just solely use the tin. I think I'd have to get a bit more skillful yet, because it does involve a lot of skill the less things you carry. So this has a small fishing kit, that's what's also included in my pack, but I don't have it on me, is a little fishing kit with like spinners, line, float, and like disgorgers, wire tracers, that sort of thing. But this is a little mini one. You've got a candle in here, you've got paracord, a compass, a torch, one of those flannel things, a condom for collecting water, plasters, sewing kit, bits and bobs in there. And these tins are really cool, so that's great to carry on you. Obviously you got to know your shit with that. And then same sort of thing in this bag. I also carry this, which is an emergency blanket, and this is just great if you get really cold and you can quickly wrap it around you. I also like carrying this because if I made a fire and built a firewall, then I could literally put this on the firewall so it's reflecting more heat and light back at me. You could also make some sort of makeshift shelter or put it as a ground mat. There's a lot you can do with these emergency blankets, and I think they're great. And you could also use it as like a signalling device. Okay, in my other pocket, now I'm just gonna flick through what's in here. And I think the main thing to always consider is carrying the 4 C's, which is cordage, cutting tool, combustion, and cover. Okay, so in this pocket I carry a alcohol stove, and that's just because it's just nice to carry a little stove. This runs on meths and I find it really cool, and it's something I've had for a while and it's robust. Sits like that, you light the meths that are inside this, and then you can sit your pot on top. I feel that's a really cool system if you were maybe unable to light a fire. I wanted to boil water or cook something, or have in a tent. And then as you saw, I've got this cup, which is great because it's stainless steel, so it means you can put it on the fire. And it's got the little butterfly handles, which are really nice because you can fold them away and they fit flush. Also got a lid that's got a drainer on it, which I really like, and it sits on there nice and tight. And then inside I've got coffee, bars, peanut butter, a scourer, tea, that sort of thing, like just little reserves. What's also great is you can, and I've got the attachment where you can put it over a fire when you put the 2 pieces of metal in the 2 holes in here, and then there's like a ring and you can form a tripod or something to hang this. This isn't a real necessity because I've got that cup, but if I was, say, boiling water in that mug and I needed it for something else, then I've got a Cusca as well, which are really nice because it's it's wooden and it looks really authentic, I guess. And I've also got the spoon that I've carved as well, which is good for eating as well. You might have just seen it's literally just a golden syrup tin with a hole in the top, and then you can whack that on the fire and it will char, whether it's cloth or you want to make charcoal. And then you just saw paracord that I got out of my side, and this is for just anything really that you need paracord for, whether that's tying your tarp up, whether it's making a tripod, whether it's if you're wanting to hang a pot from the fire, whether it's you want to make a makeshift shelter, you name it. Cordage is really great, and cordage can be really hard to get from the environment. That's why you carry these 4Cs, because it means they're quite difficult to find in the wild. Right, now for the top compartment. Trying to flick through this quite quickly, but obviously these bags are unique to everyone and you can put whatever you want in them and what suits you and your skill set and the actual environment that you're in, because if you're in a colder or a hotter environment. First is tissues. If you need to go for a wild crap or a wee, that's what the tissues are for, or runny nose. First aid kit with everything that I need in there. And I kind of designed this for what I need, because you do get so much in these things. So I've taken things out and added stuff. I've got a journal and a pen in there for writing things inside. And then in the other compartment, I have a few books. So I've got a mushroom foraging book, I've got food for free, and I've got the SAS survival guide. So they're all really good reads, and they include so much information in such a small little book. If I was ever interested in looking for maybe a wild edible or a mushroom or learning a new skill, then I've got them books with me. And on the front of my bag, I've got a paracord bracelet that I've just clipped onto the front. And I've got a whistle for the inside now. So first off, I've got the DD tarp, which is a 3x3, and I've got all the rope included in that bag that I need for setting it up in a configuration. I've got a fire kit, which I'll go through in a second. I've got this leather pouch which you can clip onto your belt also, with my flint and steel kit in with some tinder, which includes charred cloth, other tinder for flint and steel, birch bark, and I think there might be fat wood in there. And then I've got my Kleen canteen, which fits into that cup that I showed you earlier. It fits snug inside of that when I don't have food in there. And then a bag, which I will show through now. This is all in the centre compartment, and you can include other things in here as well, such as a wool blanket for keeping warm, and you can make a sort of bedroll. But yeah, the 3x3 tarp is definitely a great size, and you can make various configurations with these. I'd much rather carry a tarp tent because they're more versatile and you can whack them up and get under shelter really quickly. In here I have a magnifying glass, just different firelighting resources. I've got sewing kit, black tape, it always comes in handy for fixing things. I've got a Swiss Army knife. These are brilliant because they include so much on such a small piece of kit. I've got a backup lighter, and then I've got wide wool and a spare ferro rod inside there. And that fits lovely in that bag. Cheers, Gary. And then in here I have a spatula, a wooden spatula that I've made, a frying pan from Wild Camping International, and what I like about this is, one, it's titanium, so it's lightweight, two, it's got these butterfly handles, and three, you can use it as a frying pan for maybe boiling water or as a plate or collecting things in it. And then I've just got one ration pack in there as well as a backup. Sorry, I think I'm losing my voice. I recently had COVID, so it's not doing me well at the minute. And then my Kleen canteen carries, I think it's 1.2 litres, so you can carry a fair bit of water in that. What else I like about these are they are stainless steel, so it means you can put it on the fire to boil water. So thank you so much for watching what I carry in my basic bushcraft kit. in my little day bag. I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe if you were thinking of ideas of what to put in your bag or a bug out bag, that it's a similar sort of idea, that it's given you some options. So thanks again. Thank you to all my patrons for making this possible. I really appreciate all of you. Thanks again and take care. I will see you all in my next video.